Welcome back to Vision King Media. Shout out and salute to everybody that stay tapped in with Vision King Media, man. You know we stay on it, bringing the latest and greatest content, from the cars to the documentaries to the latest California street news, man. So yeah, stay tapped in with your boy, man. Tonight we're gonna talk about the rise in gang violence in Sacramento, California, man. Something that's real prevalent to Sacramento, California. It ain't nothing new out here, but it's still an issue. So we're going to tap in with the news and see what they're talking about.
Earlier today, we sat down with Captain Dustin Silva just to dive a little bit deeper into the recent gang-related activity they've seen, as well as talk about the overall increase in gang violence they've seen in the county so far this year.
Just to be clear, it's always an increase in gang activity and gang violence in Sacramento County in the summertime.
It's a constant war zone between gang rivalries. Violence spilling onto Sacramento County streets. Just last week, the Sac County Sheriff's Office seen 2 gang-related shootings. The first one happening on Ethan Way on July 22nd. A 15-year-old was killed.
Ethan Way, that's North Sacramento, right there in the Arden area.
Then, just 2 days later, another shooting, this time on Watt Avenue, where a man was shot in the chest.
Watt Avenue, right there in North Islands. We all know North Islands is dangerous. You got to be careful.
We've definitely seen an uptick here lately. It seems like there's a couple factions that are kind of going to war right now. It's either one gang hunting another gang or just where they come together by happenstance, that sort of thing.
Captain Dustin Silva with the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office of Centralized Investigations Division says they are seeing gang-related violence countywide, especially among the youth.
The involvement of juveniles in gangs is a huge issue right now. Because those are the kids that get recruited. They know that juveniles face very little consequences for their actions. They can send, they're easily manipulated into.
Well, if they know juveniles is the most vulnerable and the most easy to manipulate into gang violence, where's all the juvenile programs? Where's all the juvenile deterrent programs for the streets? Like, we understand, Dustin, but you got to do something about it, bruh.
Doing stuff for the furtherance of the gang.
Silva explaining that majority of the shootings in the county are gang-related. Gang detectives seizing about 200 guns off the streets so far this year.
200 guns. You see the type of guns they seizing off these Sacramento streets? With them long clips in them and them machine things? Yeah, these young boys getting real active.
Not just random guns. This is good AR-15s, very good weaponry that they have, better than we have.
In a recent bust happening on July 26, at least 4 guns.
Damn, he said the gang members in Sacramento have better weapons than the sheriff have.
Guns were recovered. Detectives confirmed that the suspects were on their way to confront rival gang members at a nearby neighborhood who were also ready and armed.
The amount of violence that they can inflict has gone up, tenfold compared to 10 years ago where we're at. The issue right now is just people aren't being held accountable for the types of crimes they're committing, right? And I think it has a lot to do with, the bail on these, just kind of where criminal justice stands right now in California.
Still nothing about preventing the youth from ending up in these type of situations.
And Captain Silva confirming with us today that so far this year, they've had 5 gang-related homicides, but that number can very much be higher as they continue their investigations. Live in Sacramento County, covering local news that matters, Kimberly Cruz, Fox 40 News.
Yeah, y'all, we got to do better in Sacramento, California, man. It's always been high levels of gang activity and high levels of violence, you know what I'm saying? But in 2024, I want to see y'all young boys, man, focus on y'all bag, man, entrepreneurship over field trips, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that stay tapped in, man. I hope we can improve in the city, you know what I'm saying, and see some of this violence come to a cease. But yeah, man, that's it for tonight. Sacramento Street News, man, signing off. Vision King Media.